In this video, I'm going to show you how to raise your credit score in the military. I first achieved an 800 plus credit score back in 2021 when I was 19 years old. And so I want to teach you how to do the same in the quickest and easiest way possible. But before you do anything else, you should know how credit scores work in the first place. So your credit score is calculated based on these 5 things. First is payment history, which is 35% of your overall score. Then you have credit utilization, which is 30% of your score. You have credit history length, which is 15%. Credit mix, which is 10%. And then new credit inquiries, which is another 10%. Now with payment history, this has to do with how good you are at paying your bills on time. And then with credit utilization, this is how much credit you're using compared to your total limit. With your credit history length, this is just how long you've had your credit cards for. Credit mix has to do with the different types of loans that you have, for example, a car loan or a home loan. And then new credit inquiries have to do with how many new credit cards you applied for and when. So with these 5 factors in mind, here are the best ways that you can boost your credit score ASAP. The first step is to start building credit history. So if you've never had a credit card before, I recommend starting off with a secured credit card. And don't worry, with a secured credit card, you don't have to worry about getting rejected because most of them don't even require you to have a credit score to apply. How secured credit cards work is you put down a security deposit and then that security deposit becomes your credit limit. So for example, if you put down a $200 security deposit on your secured credit card, then that means you have a $200 credit limit every single month. So this is a great way to start building credit as a total beginner, right? If you're starting from absolute scratch. And then over time, as you pay off that card every single month, your score is going to increase and you're going to be able to apply for new cards. Now, once you guys actually have your first credit card, whether it's a secured credit card or another credit card that you got approved for, the next important thing that you have to do is make sure that you're paying off your credit card in full every single time. So paying off your credit cards is super important because like I said before, it takes up 35% of your overall credit score. So if you miss a payment, not only are you going to be paying that late fee, but yeah, you're also going to be potentially hurting your credit score. So a pro tip with this is that you want to set up auto pay with your credit card. This is going to allow you to automatically pay off your bill every single month before it's due. And whenever you're applying for a new credit card, you want to make sure that the bank has this option, right? They have the ability to do auto pay because guys, trust me, this is going to make your life so much easier. You might think, hey, how hard is it to remember to pay off your credit card bill every single month? But trust me, I thought the same. And as life gets busier and you have more credit cards to track, it's easy to forget. So yeah, just set up auto pay with every single new credit card that you have. It's going to make your life easier in the long run. The next thing is to keep your credit utilization low. Now that you've applied for your credit card and you started to pay it off every single month, you might be wondering, how much should I be spending on my credit card each month in the first place? And basically, you should not be spending more than 30% of your total limit. And if you want to speed up the process of increasing your credit score, then it'd be even better if you kept it under 10%. So for example, if your total credit limit is $1,000, that means 30% of that is $300, so you don't want to spend more than that. Or if you want to raise your score quicker, then it would be $100, right? You can't spend more than $100 on your credit card. The reason why is because banks use this utilization rate to determine how financially responsible you are with their credit. And if you use all of your limit, then that basically tells them that you're in trouble financially. But don't worry, there are actually ways around this. The first being that you can actually just call the bank and ask them to increase your credit limit. So if you've recently paid off a big loan or you recently got a raise at your job, you might be in a good position to ask for a raise on a credit limit. I've done this many times myself, and with a bank like Navy Federal, you can actually just ask to increase your credit limit straight through the app. Another way around this is you could just pay your credit card bill multiple times per month to stay under that 10%. So for example, if you spent $100 on your credit card and that's the limit, you can manually pay off the credit card, and then once the balance goes back down to 0, then you can spend another $100. The next tip is to build more lines of credit. So this is not only going to help you increase your credit score, but it's also going to help you with your credit utilization rate, right? Because the more credit cards that you have, the higher your total credit limit is going to be. So right now, if you have a total credit limit of $1,000, that means you can't spend more than $100. But if you go ahead and you get another credit card and that also has $1,000, now your total credit limit is $2,000. So then now your 10% goes from $100 to now you can spend $200 every single month. With more lines of credit, it's also good to build up different types of credit as well, such as getting an auto loan for your car or a home loan. To the banks, this shows that you're responsible with your money and that you can handle different types of debt. And I don't know about you, but me personally, if I saw somebody who's been paying off a mortgage, a car loan, and credit cards for the last 10 years, I would probably trust them more with my money compared to somebody who's only had one credit card for 1 month. So yeah, get more credit cards, but this brings me to my next tip, which is to avoid applying for new credit cards too quickly. So every time you apply for a new credit card, it applies what's called a hard inquiry on your credit report. This is going to temporarily lower your credit score. So what you want to do is you want to space out the times that you apply for new credit, especially before a large purchase such as buying a home or getting a car loan. If you're getting a big loan like that, then your credit score is going to affect how good your interest rate is. So it's best to wait until after you've gotten the loan for those big purchases before you apply for a new card. Typically, you'll want to wait around 6 months before you apply for a new card. So you can mark your calendars ahead of time and start planning on which credit card you want to get next. And then also, don't ever close old credit card accounts. Even if you don't use some credit cards, you want to keep those accounts open. Closing down these accounts will shorten your credit length history, and that can lower your score as a result. So there's two main reasons why people would close down accounts in the first place. The first being that it's too expensive. If the card has a really high annual fee and you can't afford it anymore, what you can try to do is you can call the card issuer to see if you can downgrade to a free version. And the second reason is just people forget about it. So with this, the credit card company will sometimes just close down the account if it hasn't been used for a long time. So to avoid this, you want to use the card for some sort of subscription. So whether it's an Amazon Prime membership or a Netflix subscription, you want to have something coming in there every single month. And then again, set up auto pay so that you never have to worry about it. It just gets paid in full automatically every single month. The next thing you can do to increase your credit score is to use something called Experian Boost. This is a free service that basically takes your phone bill or your utility bill, and if you paid it on time, they can add that to your credit report history. So if you pay your bills on time and you want a free and easy way to increase your credit score, then this is definitely something that you can try. So I can't really say much about it besides the fact that I've seen some mixed reviews on it. There are some people online who have used it and they've seen, increases of up to 90+ points on their credit score. And then there are the other people who say it doesn't really do anything for them and it's just a way for Experian to get your data. So try it at your own risk. But if you guys end up using it and it works, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know. And the last tip that I have, and this is probably the easiest way to increase your credit score, and this is to become an authorized user on somebody else's credit card. What this is basically a close family member or a friend who has good credit and they add you onto their credit card. How this helps is that if they have a good credit score, you're basically associating with them. So this can easily boost your credit score by even hundreds of points. The catch here is that one, if they have the same score as you or a lower score, then it's not going to affect your credit score at all. And then two, if they add you onto their credit card and you don't use it properly, this can actually hurt their credit. So if you have somebody in your family who is knowledgeable about money, knowledgeable about credit, and they have a good credit score, you can and should ask them to add you as an authorized user. This is by far the quickest and easiest way to improve your credit score. I remember going from a 700 to around a 760, 770 when my dad added me on as an authorized user. I'm super fortunate for this, but I realized that this isn't possible for everyone out there. So that's why I put this tip last. But if that's you, then you'll still want to do everything else that we talked about in this video. So yeah, my final tip is that, building up a credit score takes time and patience, but it's super important to get started as early as you can. Literally the day that I turned 18, I applied for a credit card. I remember I was still in MOS school at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and that really helped me out because I got a head start on my credit length history. So yeah, I've done every single thing that I've talked about in this video myself, besides the Experian Boost. So I know for a fact that it can help you as well. Anyways, if you guys found this video helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. I'll leave an affiliate link down below to my favorite credit cards if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.